few weeks ago, I made a video titled Always Been That, where I talked about how even though people say that hip hop is doing something and rap has changed, I feel like R&B has always been that. And something spurred me on to make kind of like a follow-up video to that. So I want to talk about something real quick. Feel free to check out the video Always Been That on my channel. It's this video right here. What spurred me on to make this follow-up video? This album cover that I randomly saw for DJ Rogers. And I'm gonna listen to this album off the strength of this cover, but this looks like a fellow that does not play around. Look how the cigarette is hanging. Look at the hair. Look at the hat. This guy is not to be messed with. Look at Orange Juice Jones. Look at Orange Juice Jones. This is the guy that made Walking in the Rain. He clearly does not play around. Well, he was not playing back in his day, back in his time. These R&B guys are not what people think they are. I get Chuck Berry is a little bit more rock and roll than R&B, but that's another wild boy. Then there's this fellow here, and later on in life, he got his stuff together. He changed his life. Little Richard was a wild boy for a long time, like a wild boy. And then you could also throw Rick James in there. He's a wild one. If the way that they portrayed him in the movie is the correct way, Frankie Lyman was another one, a wild boy, like a really wild boy. So clearly, these R&B guys have never been as soft as people have portrayed them to be. They've always they've been we have had some wild characters throughout the music genre of R&B. So I would say yes, music has always been that. It's the way that people portray it. It's always been that. It's just been more so undercover, and maybe that's the issue. Is the stuff that should be undercover is no longer undercover.